So, I continue with the engines. I talked previously about the Atar 9K to talk about turbofan, turbojet, and afterburners. But you might say, there's other type of engine in aircraft. Yes, there is. You can have this type of engines, named turboprop. What is a turboprop? A turboprop is based on a jet engine where you put gears on the front to turn a propeller. That's the case of the NOR 262 or the A400 or the misnown with the turboprop, the C-130 Hercules. You might say, how can you know if it's a turboprop or jet engines? It's easy. On the ground, for example, a turboprop will look like this. So you'll see blades at the front with a propeller, and you might say, yes, but there's also other aircraft with propellers. Yes, there is. However, to know if it's a turboprop, you look at the exhaust, because 10 to 20% of the power of a turboprop comes from the exhaust, as it looks like a turbofan or a turbojet engines. And when it is assembled like this, you might see this, a gear at the front. Why? Because turboprop, you'll put gears to turn the propeller. That's why it will turn faster than any other type of engines. Now you know. However, if the exhaust is small, it might be this type of engine, cylinder engines, with those aircraft. So yeah, you see you have a propeller, but this looks like a car engine, a flat six. Why? Because a ton of times we don't need a lot of power. We don't need a ton of we don't need a ton of torque. We only need to spin something. So you might use this, cylinder engines. If you want just a little bit of torque, radial engines like this. Now you know how to make the difference between two types of propellers, turboprop and cylinder engines used on small aircrafts such as those ones. I'm from this museum, and don't hesitate to come.